Okay, well, give that a shot. Sorry, just trying to get myself figured out here. Okay, so in this live stream, this is what we're going to do. We are in Harbor in town, as you saw in the last video. We brought a train into town, into the dock. And now, on top of possibly grabbing those engines or the engine that we brought down here with us and getting that put away, we're going to go ahead and try to find ourselves a task to work. Here, I'm going to grab that. I really wish in Derail Valley that they would have like a headlamp or something that you could use, but I guess this works. All right, can I open this up? Hey man, oh maybe I gotta get rid of the lantern. My goodness. Okay, now we can open up. We're gonna use this DE2 that's available here. Close that up. I don't think I'm going to need to be out there anymore, at least for right now. First things first, we've got to turn on all these little doodads right here, and then get this engine started up. There we go. Cool. And the next thing, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull this engine up to the yard office, and then from there we can figure out what we're going to do. I still got to go in and check out the work orders. Turn the volume down on my headset here. Okay. Get this guy. Brake cutout for some reason never wants to work. There we go. All right. Yeah. All right, I think we got everything set. Handbrake, brake cutout, engines on, cab light is on, so we can see what the heck we're doing. And let's just check the time here real quick. It's currently a little after 5 in the morning. Do I have that right? 5, yeah, 5 in the morning right now. And we are going to start moving towards the office to go check on the work orders. And we're going to do some shunting. This won't be a long stream. I think I'm going to try to aim for just about an hour. Maybe a tiny bit over an hour. We're going to pull right on up over here, and I think we'll just stop it. Yeah, right on the crossing. That's a great spot for it. I don't know. Yeah. It's fine. I don't think anyone's going to complain. All right, let's see what kind of shunting activities we have here. So we got this one here. I haven't handled any tank cars yet. 2 drop-offs, so it looks like we're taking these cars to 2 different spots. It does require the Hazmat 2 license, which I believe we have. Let's go double check. No, I guess I don't have either, so we're not handling any hazmat. I do have the money. I could do it, I guess, if it comes down to it, if there's nothing else. This one's worth a little bit more anyways. It does not require hazmat. Sawmill cars. Let's see. Sawmill cars, and what are we doing with them? The shunting. Bunch of ties, railway sleepers, drop off, 3 drop offs. Okay, we could probably do that one. Lay you down real quick. Just what do we got here? 6,000. I do have the concurrent orders license, so I could do a couple of these. Let's see, these containers, pickups, load and prepare a train of empty Sun Omni containers for departure. That one seems like a good one. So we could do that on top of the 3 drop-offs. And I think that would be a good deal right there. So let's let's do that. So we got that one. Let's see. Let me check I got a lot of stuff in here. That can go. I don't need the lantern. Don't really need the watch. Flashlight's possibly going to come in handy. The remote will definitely come in handy. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and take that one. Yeah, we'll start with that one. We can always come back and do that one. My thought process is if I'm making pickups and drop-offs is that maybe these will work together and I could just handle a lot, but I only have one DE2 anyway, so we'll just stick with one. That's fine. Let's see. So where are we going first? This is a 3 pickup. So assembling these cars, they're going to be from G2S, from G6S, and C1S. We can consult the map real quick. We're taking them to D7L. Oh, hold on. Load following cars at D7L, and then take them to E40. Okay, so we are, or E4, yeah, that's right, D7, E4. Okay, so we're going to go load them. We're going to gather them together, then we're going to go load them up. It seems like that's going to be the plan. Let's move back a couple pages here. Pick up following cars at station and track. G2S is the first one. Let's check the map. G. Okay. So G is right there. We're basically going to be working between G, D. Oh, we got something in C and E. So we're going to be a little bit all over the place here. But for starters, we're going to G2S. Grab those guys. We're already kind of going that way anyway, so that wouldn't be too out of the way. G6S, because there's a bunch to grab out of G2S, 2 to grab out of G6, which won't be much, but then there's 2 more that are just kind of way out of the way. I feel like maybe we should go to the C track. Does it matter what order they're in? I could take those cars. I don't know if it matters what order, but maybe we'll find out. This will be more of an experimental deal here. We'll see if it cares what order the cars are in. I know that it's giving me it in steps, though. That's what really kind of... but it all says step 1. So I don't know if that really matters too much, but it'd be easier just to go grab C1 now and then come back over to the G yard. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're at least going to figure it out if there's any sort of penalty for cars being out of order. All right, back in the cab. Close that door. Let's see. Handbrake's already off. I do like the D2, or the DE2. It's a great engine. So easy to see out of, so easy to climb in and out. Like, just if I could just find, like, if they made like a DE2 that was just a little bit stronger. I'm using my rail driver. Let's see. Oh crap, this is a... How do we want to do that? Yeah, we're going to want to go to the other side. Yeah, we're going to want to go down because we want these cars on the other side of us. We're going to have to shove these cars out of here. So that's got to be the C yard right there we're going to go to. So go down over here. Yeah. Looks like the sun is starting to rise up over the hills over there. Going to be another beautiful morning here in Harbor in town. Don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves here. We need to go to C1. C1S, yeah, C1's right there. And we need to grab... We're only grabbing 2, but I see a lot more. We're going to grab the 478 and the 477, or no, 747 was it? 747, 478 is the ones we're going to grab, so need to get you lined up right here. Thank you there. All right. The rail driver makes this so much easier. Okay, that'll do. That'll do, bucko. All right. Let's see. Are these the first 2 cars on the train? That'd be fantastic. If they were. Oh, they are. That is great. So that handbrake's already released, which means the handbrake's on the other end of this cut. And I am not going to worry about handbrakes whatsoever. Because, oh no, they put the handbrake right here, huh? That's weird. Okay, is this detached already? Oh, wow. It's like they thought this through. Okay. I mean, that makes things a little bit easier, though, so. No running. No running by the pool. Okay. Gotta hook that up there. Attach those guys, and then we are good to go. And I guess I should check to see if this one is, because that could throw us off, but it is. We're good. Let's make sure this remote is connected real quick. If you saw my previous videos, you'll have noticed that I struggled with this darn remote and the DE6 engine, and it's because the DE6 is not remote capable anymore, at least. It appears that it was when it first came out, and then Derail Valley, they disabled it because they wanted people to like use the shunting engines instead of the DE6s in the yards and stuff, but kind of became sort of a pain. So like it's hard to not work with the oh, that's right. Hold on. I think I have to use the keyboard with this. So now I have to remember all the different key commands. Yeah, okay, that's fine. But I love working with these remotes. That's right, the brakes are still on. My bad. I'm new here. I'm new here on the DVRT. I finally remembered what that means, the DVRT, the Derail Valley Railworks and Transportation Company. It's probably more like a department because it clearly is like a governmental deal. Oh, good. I'm glad that switch is lined that way. I did not think of that switch, but again, we have to make sure we are in the proper direction here. So these cars have to be the way they are when we get over to the other yard so I can tie these guys on. But I think this is an easier move. We're going to find out, though, if we get dinged in the end for the cars not being in the right order. I don't feel like we would, but you never know. Yeah, I don't think I can use Rail Driver in the remote control mode, which isn't a big deal. It's like takes some getting used to because the Rail Driver definitely makes it more easy to use. I keep wanting to reach for it. All right, here we go. Yeah, this has been a lot of fun. I am working extra board at my current employer, and so I'm currently just sitting on guarantee time right now, waiting to be called in and getting to play Derail Valley in the process. So, I'm going to take advantage of it until someone with higher seniority, kicks me off of it. But, I feel like that'll eventually happen. If there's a good thing, then someone wants to, take it from you. So, but that's fine. I'm going to enjoy it for the remainder of the summer. But it is kind of cool. It's like I'm getting paid by a railroad to sit at home right now and put out train content on YouTube. So I'll take it. All right, we need to make sure this switch... Oh, shoot. Hold on. I'm pretty sure we have to go this way. I hope that was right, because... No, you know what? I think that's wrong. Hold on. Because there's a... Yeah, because there's like a passenger depot. Right? No, that's the passenger depot. Okay, no, we're good. We're good. I'm not that familiar with Harbor and Town just yet, but yeah, that's the passenger depot over there. When is Derail Valley coming out with that? I have to double check because they're supposed to do passenger service eventually, which I think will be cool. It'll be a break from the freight stuff. Oh. So yeah, I gotta get used to this. Hopefully that doesn't hurt us, because there's cars over there, and I think we're good, because if we can solve this, we got C1 taken care of. It's now time to go to... Oh, this is G. Darn it. I thought it was supposed to be... Oh no, I'm right. I went 2 pages ahead. So, G2. Darn, well, that's over there. Okay, it's not the worst thing in the world. G2, and G6. Well, we're going towards G6 right now, and it's the 2 cars. And you know what? We'll stick with, like, like if I was actually in the field doing something like this, I would definitely be like gathering up the shorter tracks first. So I'm gonna go with that. I just have to get used to this darn remote on the keyboard here. Yeah, so we don't want to, yeah, we want that one. Oh. Okay, I didn't see that. Why was that switch line that way? Did I do that? All right, backing it up. It's fine. It's because I'm sitting here talking and I'm not thinking about what I'm doing. Ugh. I'm not thinking about what I'm doing. I did click that one, but for some reason it was lined for this track. And okay, maybe this has something to do with the previous one of the previous activities. I did bring cars like that down here, but I was under the impression that in Derail Valley, like the cars change based on like the when you like reload or come to a new like yard for the first time. Changing direction. No. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my bearings here with the keyboard. Now we're doing it the right way. So we got 2 cars that we need to gather up out of this track. Then we got to go over there, and that's going to be where the bulk of them come from. And then we got to go load them. And then we got to go over to the E yard with the loaded cars. So don't press the throttle. Don't press the throttle. Train brake. Very good. What if I still mess this up and I feel like I need to check the G6S. I was right? Am I losing my mind? G6S. Grabbing the... Why does that not look right? The 222 and the 636 is the car I need. And those are not. Okay, what do we do here? We're in G6S, and we're grabbing those 2 cars. Do we have to, like, dig these out? I think we have to dig these out. You know, if that's not realism. The 636 is right there. And then is this the 222? It's like they wanted me to grab it from the other side. Ew. Yeah, we need to look at this thingy right here, because we're going to go to the D yard, which is we're in the right position for that. After we do that, yeah, so yeah, we just have to dig these guys out. I was not expecting that level of realism, but that's a thing that happens. That is a real thing that happens. So now let's just get back to moving this train. I mean, it's fine. It's all fine. We're going to dig these guys out. Okay. We're going to dig these guys out, and we're going to get this taken care of. It's not a big deal. I feel like you shouldn't bottle the air. Like, that is a rule. You not supposed to bottle the air on these things. Are you guys even hooked up? You're not even hooked up. What am I supposed to do with this? It's actually very bad, but yeah, 636. I need this one. Now I gotta go back to my switch list. No, wrong. Go this way. Yeah, so we had G6S. I need these two. These two guys right here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull these out. I'm going to tie these on to the other track that I need. And then I'm going to come back and put the other two away. And that should solve that issue. And of course, it's raining now. Man. All right, here we go. Yeah, I may have brought these buses in the other day. It could have been streetcars actually, so maybe it's not. I don't know. I was under the impression that Derail Valley like changed stuff around based on the like the day. So like if you like leave an area and come back, then everything's different. And that was my thought process, so I don't know. But I guess it would have made sense though, because that's like I feel like the switch positions should reset, shouldn't they? Or is that not a thing? Is that not a thing that happens? You know, if you know, please leave a comment below. I would like to know for sure. Do switches like actually reset themselves, or is it something that they're just whatever you last left them in? Is that how you're gonna find them next? Okay, now I'm getting better with the keyboard again, so that's a plus. We need to make sure we're going to the right track. One is all the way over, which means that that banner is wrong. Got that switch in the right way. I really hope that this group of cars that's on G1 right here, I'm really hoping that that's all going to be one single cut. That'll make life a lot easier here. Whoa, man, that was a hard hit. Okay. Okay. Cars are very sensitive. There was a weird glitch happening the other day with Derail Valley where the cars were like moving on their own, just like it almost appeared like they were like moving in the wind. All right. Now 636. Yeah, we're gonna leave these two here. You gotta close. Hook you back there, and that's fine. Back up. I guess I'm not gonna have a nice sunny day. It's now currently raining. And I've now jumped off of my train, apparently. we can change directions. Start moving ahead. Yeah, there we go. Cool. All right. When I was a conductor, I feel like that was a common theme. Was I can kind of judge my mood based on the weather. You know, this kind of weather right here was not fun to play in. Was not a happy camper when it was like this. A little bit more there. Come on. Oh, you did it. Darn it. Whoa. I don't know where that came from. Cool. Okay. Okay, so these two cars need to go back into that track that we were just in. All right. We were in R. We need to be in F. F for no. I'm gonna hit myself. I'm gonna run myself over. We need to be in F for forward. There we go. And we are on the move. Brakes keep squealing like I haven't done something with the brakes. Like something's not like connected connected properly or something. Look at how the reflection is off the pavement. That is very realistic looking. All right. Almost there. Anywhere in here is probably going to be good once this thing slows down. Boop. Is that good enough? Yeah. Sure, why not? Oh, the handbrake was already on. That is the source of the squealing. But it's fine. Like, I don't think I'll get penalized for that either. Like, I don't think it's that intuitive. Yeah, whatever. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Okay. So we take these two cars here and we go back over there. We tie onto everything and take it over to the dock to load it. And then after that, we can go back to the E yard with the loads. And that will be the day right there because it's raining and I don't want to be out here anymore. What the heck? Why on earth is it raining like this? I'm finally getting a hang of this remote, so that's nice. That's helpful. I kind of miss using the remote too. Like I said, the DE6 didn't have the remote on it. Like when I'm out somewhere and I'm doing something in the game, like I'm not going to use the remote. Like I'm not going to use like a shunter to do the work. I'm going to use the DE6 if that's what I'm using. So like, I don't know. It's just sort of like a weird thing for Derail Valley to be like, yeah, we're going to, restrict that. Like, it's such a small thing. Like, I don't know. Does the slug work? Maybe the slug is like compatible with the remote. But the DE6 is not, come to find out. Do the thing I always forget to do. I always forget to do that little spinny bob thing. Air's good on there. Okay. So now, here's the... Dang, maybe I didn't tie that car down. I don't know. I'm gonna not worry about it until I'm told to worry about it. I'm probably just freely rolling right out of the track. It's fine. Okay, yeah. But anyways, this is the first car. We now need to see how we've got this. So this is G2S. Oh. Oh. Yeah, because you're the 824, and that's the train right there, and you're not the track. And oh, darn it. Okay. All right. My bad. Wow. This is the problem. This is the problem that I'm having right now. It's that I can't talk and think at the same time. So I've successfully undone the handbrakes. Yeah, you have to come back off. I am so sorry. Okay. I have successfully undone the handbrakes on all of these cars. I'm probably going to get fired by the DVRT when the time is like all set and done here, but you know what? I feel like I will have accomplished something here once we get this. That's why that there was a big track. And yeah, like I wasn't G2. G2's right there. That's the track I need. What the heck, my guy? What the heck? Okay. No, we gotta slow down now. So now we're going too far. Again, talking, not thinking, not doing the thing. Here we are. Now we're doing it the right way. If I just were to, you know, use my brain, I would have known that it was G2S. That's the track I needed. I just didn't know because I was too busy blabbing and not doing the thing. But now I am. Now I'm back on track. You know, this is the thing. When I record these videos, I can cut all that stuff out. You don't see how many mistakes that I actually make. Because I edit it out now because it's embarrassing. But when I do a live stream, I don't have that, ability. So what was that? No, you go there. Spinny bob, and then air hosey thing. There we go. And on, and now we're on the right track. Let's see. And that's the handbrake. Fantastic. I'm going to go down to the other end here. I'm pretty sure everything else is hooked up. So, yeah. It was just one weird thing where we had to, like, dig some cars out. I feel like I just need to double check before I get too far ahead of myself here. But yeah, we have the 824. We have these cars here. The 222 and 236 should be the second two cars right here. Yeah, we're good there. I hope you're the 222 because you won't be the 222 because you're 222. Thank you. And then 748, which we just saw. 747, which we should be connected to. We are. Fantastic. And then I guess the only other thing is to go all the way down to the end. Double check to see what car number are you. You're the 545. And you're supposed to be here. And I know I saw the 824 already. So we're good to go. We can now go load these cars with some of those Sun Omni containers, which is what we're about to go do. And then watch this D2 probably struggle to move anything out of there. Once that happens, we'll see. I guess we'll see how that goes. So yeah, this is sort of like an experimental game or trial session here, because we're going to find out if Derail Valley cares about the order of the cars. I feel like they shouldn't. Like, it only matters when it actually matters. You know what I mean? Like in reality, that doesn't really matter. So we're going to go all the way to the dock, which is over there where that big ship is. And get these cars loaded with some of those Sun Omni containers. Brome. It feels very like European, like Eastern European. Yeah, we're going over there. And we should also check our tracks too. Krugman Electronics. How are we doing up there? Still doing okay. Okay, I'm gonna pull back on this train brake just a tiny little bit here. Cool. Okay, so just to make sure we go into the right track, and we don't have any more hiccups that I can't edit out because it's not a recording but a live stream, we're going to D7L. D7L. So how to get to D7L? Well, we can go to our little mappy map here, and let's see. D7L. That's D7L right there. That's where we're coming in at, and I think we just line that way. That's right. That's already the right way. Yeah, so I think we're good. That was easy. That was much easier than I thought it would be. Okay, here we go. Hey, is the sun coming back out finally? That would be nice. I think I got that switch already. No, I don't remember. Okay, yeah, we're good. We are good. Good to go. Last time I came down here, it took me forever to find the little loading kiosk. Switch is good. Switch is good. I keep hitting the R button. That's the remote, so that's why I keep doing that weird thingy thing with the... Yeah, sun. Maybe the sun's finally going to start peeking back out now. That was rough. Like, if you work on the railroad and you're working in the rain, your clothes just get soaked and it gets hard to walk. You start chafing. It's a mess. It's a real mess. And then you go in the cab and the cab's all uncomfortable because it's engineers got, you know, the AC on and all that. Yeah, it's rough. In the wintertime, it sucks too, because then he's got like the... Okay, I think we're good here. I think we're good here. I'm going to stop real quick. Yeah, because then the engineer in the wintertime... Oh, man, that was perfect. I did not do that. I did not plan for that, but that's awesome. Okay. So we go over here, and then what do we got to do? There's a thingy. We have to load. Is that it? Oh, look at that. Sun Omni domestic food products. So these must be like empty containers going back to the food place to get the food loaded up in them. You know, like Derail Valley's a booming little... Look at that. Look at like the glare coming off the paint and how the paint is like chipped in some spots. Like, that is some detail work. That's some real detail work. All right. Whoa, okay. I just stabbed the container with the remote. Let's see. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take the brake off. We're going to... Because that was like fast. That was easy. Now we got to go to E40. At least I know where the E yard is, so that's helpful. All right. And this is where the struggle's going to come in, because this DE2 is going to take everything. It's going to take everything for this DE2 to move this stuff. Or maybe not. It's moving it effortlessly right now. I like how there's one container that doesn't have the Sun Omni logo on it. Like, that's kind of cool. This thing's going to be fun to try to stop. Woo, this is fun. It's fun because it's dangerous, because we're probably going way faster than we're supposed to. That's the G yard. And then over there's the passenger terminal. There's like some military trucks, maybe. Out of the port area. Leaving the dock area, and then going over to that yard over there. The E yard. With an assembled train. That, you know what? In the next video, I will do it. I will take this stuff all the way out there. Okay, I may have gone a little too heavy on the brakes, apparently. There we go. That'll do. Okay, so let's just make sure so we don't mess around with this and get ourselves all out of the way here. Let's just go straight to the E yard. E is here. We had to take this to E40. E40 is right there. That has to flip. That has to flip, and that is currently wrong. Wrong. That's right. Whoa. Okay. All right, cool. Was that like a siren? Like, there's no life in this game except for like some roaming cats. But then that just sounded like a siren. which I think, that could be something Derail Valley could do. Like, that wasn't good. I want to ride. No, I don't want to walk. I want to ride. My clothes are still wet from the rain this morning. And we should be good now. We should be going straight into E4. I think that if that's E4, every track is filled, which means these cars are getting tied on to something that's already in there. Deliver cars to station track E4. I think if Derail Valley were to just come up with like some people walking around and maybe some cars on the road, I think that would definitely add to it. I feel like that would breathe like a little bit of life. Make it just feel a little bit more real. Otherwise, I love it. Like, this is a really fun game. Like, I'm very much between Rolling Line and Derail Valley. Very much torn. Whoa. Why are we going this way? Did I not line the switches properly? Oh, you know what? I know what it is. I know what it is. Let's just go back. I already know what it is. I can't edit this out. That's what sucks. That's what sucks about this. Hey, if you're... I don't know why it would be hot. I just started moving. Like, I can't do anything about that. Hey, if you're listening, how is my audio right now? Because I can hear a little bit of fuzz in the background. And I'm kind of worried that my audio has just completely just gone to kaput. Okay, we're about to have this the right way. Yeah, E4 is over there. Yeah, you have to watch that. You have to pay attention to that, because otherwise you'll start going down the wrong track even though you thought you had it right. You don't, because you were looking at the map the wrong way. And that happens way too much. There just needs to be a little bit more labeling on there. Yeah, how's the audio sounding right now? Like, I'm really concerned that the audio has gotten very scratchy, so I'm hoping that's not the case. That being said, I have a new mic on order that my beautiful wife ordered for me. She is the audio expert, and I have a new mic coming, so hopefully my commentary can sound a little bit better coming into the future here. I can make some videos that are, just a little bit more of a higher quality, because right now I'm just doing this on a gaming headset, which was a great start, but now it's time for the upgrade. Okay, we're coming into these cars which are flammable. That concerns me. I should probably slow down. Well, maybe they're not flammable, but there's something. They got a placard. Got the little yellow diamond of death on them right there. I'd rather do like a safety stop. All right, we're almost done. We're so close, and we did it. It's like an hour, and we've done this almost perfectly in an hour. Like 7:05 will be an hour. Like, I couldn't have timed that better. Yeah, we can go a little bit faster than that. I just don't want to die a fiery death. Like, what is that? Is that a meteor? These cars hauling it looks like a meteor. Okay. All right. Sorry, I chickened out. I chickened out. Okay. Okay. That was a nice marshmallow joint. A nice marshmallow joint right there. If I do say so myself. Let's hook you up. Air hoses. Air hoses activate. Air hose open sesame. There we go. Okay. I'm going to have to shove this back, aren't I? That's a question. That's a question that needs answered. Yeah, like we're going to have to go a little bit further back in this track. That's how they get you. That's how. Yeah, there's plenty of room that way, so we have to shove this thing back just ever so slightly. I'm just going to do it since I'm back here. Like, everything's good. We just need to go. Remote. We were in the right direction already. So, throttle, and I'm just going to push this down a little bit further. It seems like in Harbor and Town, this E yard over here, this is like the arrivals and departures yard. Like, you bring stuff in and out of here, and then it gets stored up and all the other yards are loaded or whatever. But yeah, I know you're hot. Just give me a second. I'm hot too. We're both hot right now. And I'm wet. My clothes are all wet from the rain. Yeah, see, he stopped complaining. I'm just sort of judging it. We only needed like a car length. I'll get it to right here. That was how I used to like have to judge stuff when I was a conductor. Like, just kind of look at other cars in the yard and then just kind of like estimate what you think like the how like far you've moved in relation to the other cars. Yeah, that'll be good enough. We're gonna go ahead and tie this down and hopefully this is right. Honestly, this is it. This is what we're gonna do. If it's not, oh well. Then I just failed. I failed live on air, and it's just how it's going to be. That's just how it's going to be. That'll do right there. Let's go and see. Let's go see how Derail Valley thinks we did. Let's go turn this into the DVRT. Running over to the yard office as fast as I can. And let's, complete with, okay. Yeah, a bonus. That's a bonus. I'll take it. What's this? Well done, no damage. Yay. Success. Okay. Cool. Now we got fees to pay. So we used the DE2. We did not turn it in because it's still sitting in the yard over there. And we're going to go ahead and confirm. Yeah. 300. It's much better than like the thousands we were paying for the DE6, wasn't it? No. Got a lot of money in the bank right now. It's because I'm not doing anything with it. Confirm. We're good. Yeah. All right. So that was it. That was a live stream and a successful one and almost exactly 1 hour. Yeah. That was great. Okay. So that was a short 1 hour video shunting in Harbor and Town. And I think we can call that good. That was that. I was trying to do something. There we go. Just get with the cinematics. That was shunting in Harbor and Town. And we are wrapping up another successful day in Derail Valley. And now we can go home and get some well-deserved rest. So, anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.